Hi, my name is Heather Hawkins. I'm a junior here at BYU, Idaho. I am majoring in English education. The question I chose to discuss today is how to act and not be acted upon while learning. This can be applied to both the student and the teacher. If you define a learner, it can go to either position. You can act while you are the student, and you can act while you are the teacher, both learning. Elder Bednar stated that there are two central features to the plan of happiness, learning by faith and learning from experience. He goes on to explain that if we had followed Satan's plan, we would only have the opportunity to be acted upon. We wouldn't get the chance to act for ourselves. To act is an action word. It requires action. We have to do something. We cannot be passive in our learning. It requires us to put into action whatever we are doing with that knowledge, and that can be applied to both the student and the teacher. Elder Bednar gave a great example of this in his book. He talked about Adam and Eve. When Heavenly Father asked Adam where he was hiding or where he was, even when he already knew, he was giving Adam the opportunity to act instead of just be acted upon. As the student, we can choose to act. We can take that knowledge that we are given from a teacher and decide what to do with it and act upon it. As the teacher, we must create those opportunities to allow our students to act. A lecture, a lot of the time, doesn't give that opportunity. A lecture requires them to listen, and then they can decide what to do with the knowledge. But as a teacher, we can create those opportunities for them to act and not be acted upon. Sister Pierce, in her talk, in the Ordinary Classroom talk, said that we are lifelong learners, that we can't ever stop. I think that goes really well with being able to act and not be acted upon, as long as we are continually growing in our knowledge. And that means we're never done learning. We get to always pursue new education and new knowledge, whether being the student or the teacher. In Elder Bednar's book, he quotes Gordon B. Hinckley and says, "None of us can assume that he has learned enough. As the door closes on one phase of life, it opens on another, where we must continue to pursue knowledge. Ours ought to be a ceaseless quest for truth." I think this perfectly puts into words what acting is. We have to act continually through the rest of our life. One of my favorite quotes says, "Knowledge is knowing a tomato is a fruit, but wisdom is not putting it into a fruit salad." We can gather all the knowledge we want. It can be acted upon to us, but until we use that knowledge and turn it into wisdom, we're not using it. We have to put it into action, and we can do that as both the student and the teacher.